Help, Heather. I'm alone in the house with children and I can't stop myself from eating. So I released a video where I talked about some strategies to dealing with being alone around food and kind of some strategies on how to do it. And then somebody brought up a really good point. They said, what about when you got young kids and you're having to deal with them all by yourself and you feel like you're losing your mind? And this takes me back. So I just want to give you a really quick snapshot of what my life looked like while I was in the journey. My youngest son was born in 2009. When I came home with a newborn, I had a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. Not even a 2-year-old. He was going to be 2 in December. So I came back to 2 toddlers and a newborn. I do not deserve any special medals for this. It's all a blur, to be quite honest with you. But that was my life. And my husband worked a full-time 9-to-5 job. I was a stay-at-home mom. I was taking him to all the mommy and me things all by myself. I didn't have anybody to help me. My mother-in-law doesn't even live, but she lives over an hour away. So it wasn't like I had a lot of family around. And honestly, the reasons that I released that time management course is because that unstructured time with my kids was extremely harsh when it came to weight loss efforts. Stress is real, okay? Being a mom of kids that age is very unpredictable at best. So I want to tell you everything I'm about to say. Please keep in mind that you might have the best of intentions one day and things may go awry. Kids are vomiting on the floor, poop gets smeared all over a crib. I mean, I get it. I've lived this. I'm with you. There's nothing you're going to tell me and I'm going to think you are a bad mom because I have done it myself. But I am going to share with you here a couple tips that helped me get some peace in the day to where my face wasn't buried in the jar of peanut butter. So tip number 1, what I learned with having kids that age and being with them all day by myself was that being with them all day by myself was a stressor. So we quickly learned to reverse the locks on their bedroom door. We took the handles off, we reversed them to where we could lock them from the outside. We secured them and made sure there was nothing in there that could harm them. And I would take a mommy timeout, not a them timeout, a mommy timeout. So I had a couple of these broken up through the day where I would put them in their room. I would lock the door from the outside and I would let them play and I'd set my timer. I was very big into the timer. They understood timer goes off, mommy comes to get you. I needed space from them. You need space from them. Whether you are a full-time working mom and you come home at night and it's just bickering and carrying on, you still need some separation just to clear your head sometimes. So give yourself that. Do you have any mommy or daddy timeout breaks in your week or day? That's number 1. The way that you can also do this to make it fun for the kids is you can have, I used to have a closet full of toys that they only could use during mommy's timeout. They could not use them any other time. We did it like a library system. They check out the toy, they play with it, timer goes off, they re-put it back in the closet. And that way for them, a lot of this is novelty. If it's new to them, it's exciting and it keeps their attention. So that was something else I did. I had a check-in, check-out closet with toys they could have in their room. The other thing that I really focused on was scheduling activities into the week. So if you're a stay-at-home mom, don't stay at home. I would say make a weekly routine just like you would a weekly menu where you guys are out of the house. You have play dates with other moms. You go to library story time. You build structure. So maybe the structure is every day in the morning you guys are out from 10 to 12. You pack your lunch, you eat it. You bring them back, you lay them down for a nap, you take a mommy break, you get them back up, maybe you run your errands in the afternoon, you bring them back, take a mommy break. Break it up through the day. Structure can make all the difference. It's good for you, it's good for the kids. So I was really big into creating structure in my life during that time. And this was, again, the motivation for the time management course, because I realized if I didn't control this to a certain degree, I would be in the kitchen eating 24/7. I have no plans. I'm stressed. Kids are messing around. I have nothing to do. Easily could get out of control. but give yourself the grace to realize you are not going to have all this figured out. It's going to take some trial and error. And with you don't have to even reverse the locks on your kids' doors. If you have a room that you could have them go play in by themselves away from you, the way my house is structured, their bedrooms are really all I had. So creating that space is key. Another option, if you can afford it or you have a way to do, is to simply ask somebody to come over. Get a kid, a teenager, to come over, help babysit the kids, just to give you some downtime. Play with the kids, take them outside, maybe take them to a park, so you aren't the only one doing it. And that might be a really good way for you to begin to make some improvements too. Get somebody that's not your spouse or a family member to pay them to come in and help. So these are all some tips that have really saved my keister, I'll be honest with you, and given me enough structure to where I was able to slowly and gently be losing weight while dealing with 2 toddlers and a newborn child. I hope that helps. And again, all of this is do the best you can. Every day is different, I know. There's days you think it's going to go a certain way. It doesn't go that way. I get it. Be kind and patient with yourself first and foremost. But maybe think about the structure element. Think about the mommy and daddy timeouts. Think about bringing in maybe a person to help you a couple times a week just to give you that mental break. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.